Alright, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful coffee filter tree. Okay, what you need to make your coffee filter tree is a styrofoam cone in any size that you want. This is the large one because I'm doing 3 different sizes. That's the medium one that I completed, and then the little one is back over there. You will need a hot glue gun and lots of glue sticks. Lots of glue sticks. You will need coffee filters. This is the 8 to 12 cup size, and you are going to need to scrunch them like this. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a second. I suggest going on and scrunching up a bunch. I mean a bunch. Right now I have this whole, well, almost this whole paper box full because it took about right at 200 to do the medium tree, and then it took about 100, 125 I think to do the little tree. So, but you will also need to find whatever you want to decorate the tree with. I found these cool things at Hobby Lobby. They were $4.99 and they were 50% off. And what I did is I'm just clipping them. Like this is the top one. I'm going to clip it down and leave about that much of a stem on there. You're not necessarily going to be able to poke it into the styrofoam. Some of them you can, but with the coffee filters being smushed like this and being sat beside each other so closely, it's hard to get the prongs down through beside the coffee filter. So you can hot glue them in there into the tree if you want to. I did not, because I might take those out and use the same trees for Easter and Halloween and do all that. I'm not sure yet. It just depends on if I find some cool stuff or if I just want to make a whole nother tree for Easter. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But you'll need some wire cutters to cut these things if you go with those. I found some little ones that match. I also found these mini pine cones. I thought they were really, really cute. I have not decided if I want to use them yet or not. I'm not sure. I'm going to open them up and put a couple in there to see what they look like. I just thought they were really pretty. And I might even just do the little tree with just these. I just think they're precious. Well, those and maybe some of these little red balls. But then anything you want to top your tree with. This one I haven't quite finished yet. I've got the tree topper on it, but I've also got a friend of mine making me a bow to sit behind it and have the ribbon going down both sides. So, and then I found this really pretty contraption thing that I'm going to use. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this on my big one or if I'm going to trim, excuse me while I do this one-handed, trim these things off and just use the flowered part for my little one. But I got 2 of these poinsettia looking things. I thought they were pretty. I think I'm just going to add a bow to that. So, well, let's get started. Alright, this is how you squish your coffee filter. Or crunch it, scrunch it, whatever you want to call it. You're going to take it and fold it in half, like so. And hold it in the middle, like kind of like a fan, and then just wrap your fingers around the 2 that are holding it and bring it up like that. So that's what it's gonna look like, and it looks pretty even. And then with the bottom part, when it's, you know, folded up like that, just take it, and I take my 2 fingers and put it around it. I'm trying to find a great angle. But you put your fingers around it like that and take your thumb and just squish up the bottom so that you're making a flat bottom. And then I just take and pinch it to flatten it even more. And I'll roll these little sides in like that. Okay, I'm going to do it again. See how it made a flat bottom? So, you will take your coffee filter, fold it in half, wrap your fingers around, and pull up And if it doesn't come out even, just adjust your fingers on the coffee filter like it needs to be. Okay, take your fingers, put it around it, and just push it up like that. And then I kind of like press it down. And if it's a long, big edge, I just fold that over and press it down even more. I hope that made sense. There you go. So that is how you scrunch your coffee filters. All right, so we're going to start putting our filters on our cone. So you're just going to take your glue, and please remember when using hot glue to be very careful because it's hot and it will burn. So you're just going to put a good amount on the bottom, and then you're just going to stick them right around the edge. And you want to hold it for a second. And then you'll do another one. And also remember, put your hot glue on your actual filter. I don't know why my hot glue gun is not cooperating. And not directly on the styrofoam, because doing this, it gives it a chance to cool off a little bit. And because the glue can melt the styrofoam. So, if you can see this, I am going to put this one right beside that one, almost overlapping each other, but they're touching, because you want them to be tight so that they kind of mash into each other. Alright, so once you have your first row done, you are going to follow that same step all the way up. It took me about 10 minutes to do the first ring. And the reason being it took so long is you want to make sure you hold each one on there a little bit extra long because you want your first row to set very good. So what I like to do is I will go in between, like you have one here, here, here. I'll put the next one right in the middle like that. But then you just kind of figure out a way that it's going to sit in there good. So, all right, let's get busy. Okay, right now I have run out of filters. Y'all saw how many were in the box, and I have run out, and I have done that much of the cone. I still have that much to go. But it goes fast. I should say it goes faster the higher you go up. So I'm actually going to switch over to the little one right now and show you guys decorations, or how I'm decorating it. But I just wanted to suggest one thing, that when you get closer to the top, I guess about right in here somewhere, you want to start tilting your coffee filters up and put them down like that so that they start making a peak to the top. It's not going to be a straight peak like this. It's going to be, as you can see, it's going to be more rounded. But if you start right here, tilting your coffee filters up, it won't be so wide. It does do more of a peak. So, well, let's get to decorating now. Okay, guys, once your tree is finished, I went ahead and just cut up some of these, but I don't think I'm going to use the big ones that I have. I think on this one I'm just going to use the medium size or the small size, and then the itty bitty little size. So you just choose whatever decorations you want, and you can either put some hot glue on there and then stick it in there, or just stick it down in there like so. And you just do that all over until you have your tree covered. I just think this is just way too cute. Yep. There you go. Like so. And you just fill in all over the place. And of course you choose your tree topper, whichever you want for the top. You'll just put it down in there. And you'll have your tree coming out looking like this. There you go. And like I said, I am going to take my ribbon and drape down two sides.